How did you wind up working in Japan?
Dory Funk Jr. and Terry Funk. I was working in Amarillo, and they sent us over. My first tour in Japan, Stan Hansen, Ox Baker, myself. Oh God, I can't remember all the guys who were on it. We had a great time. Yeah, it was wild.
What was it like to get adjusted to that style? Because it's a lot stiffer and.
No, see, you forget that. There's where you're all wrong. Amarillo, you worked that style every night. Japan was loose compared to Amarillo.
Really?
Oh yeah. I'll tell you a story about Ray Stevens.
Definitely.
When I went to San Francisco after I left Amarillo, the first night I was there, I worked with Ray Stevens. Ray Stevens went to Roy Shire and said, "Get rid of this sumbitch, he's hurting me." And Roy come up to me and said, "Do you know how to work, boy?" I said, "Well, yeah, why?" He said, "Well, goddamn, you're hurting my superstar." I said, "Hurting him?" He says, "Yeah, you're touching him." I said, "Man, see, there were territories where guys didn't want you to touch them. There were territories where, knock my block off."
Right.
Well, I'd worked Amarillo with Dory and Terry Funk. You didn't hit them, they weren't going to sell it. And if they didn't hit me, I wasn't going to sell it. Well, in San Francisco, they just wanted you thinking you were going to hit Patterson. So I told Patterson, I said, "Hell, I can work that style if you want to," but I said, "I don't think it's any good." So that's what I did. I worked his style.
What was Japan like for you? Did you like it over there?
Oh, I loved it, man. Yeah, that's where I got me and Stan Hansen come back with the Lariat and the Hangman from there.
Yep.
1976. We come back with the Lariat and the Hangman. I called it the Hangman, and he called it the Lariat. And we were, truth be known, we were the first ones ever to use it in the United States. Stan and I were.
What are your memories of teaming up with Stan over there?
God, getting him drunk, leaving him in the elevator naked. That was one really funny story. We drank something one night. We went to a mafia deal with Abdul the Butcher, and they served us some wine one night that had actual snake heads in it with fangs and all kinds of stuff. And we drank that wine, and that was the best LSD I ever drank in my life. I'm serious. Me and Stan both had nightmares over that crap.
Wow. Who were some other guys that you worked with over in Japan? Johnny Baba?
Jumbo Teruta. Well, I really like Jumbo. He was good. We worked with everybody. Dozon's boy. I worked with Baba so many times. I got tired of working with Baba. Yokozuna, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, worked with him. Worked with all the boys over there.
How did you wind up working for Jim Crockett?
I was wrestling in Portland, Oregon, and we had done the anniversary show for Don Owens. And we had the next night we went to Seattle, which we sold out Seattle too, Piper, with another show with Crockett. And when we were in that show, I was wrestling against Billy Jack Haynes on the show. And Dusty walked up to me, and Dusty said, "I want you to come to Charlotte." And I said, "Nah, Dusty, I don't want to go to Charlotte." Dusty says, "I'm going to have you in Charlotte." I said, "No, I don't want to go to Charlotte." So I told him, I said, "I'm going home. I've been out here. I'm going to go home." So I went back to Kansas City. I wrestled in Kansas City 2 weeks. And on the Thursday of my second week there, I come into the Memorial Hall there, and they're standing Dusty in the dressing room. And I says, "What the hell are you doing here, Dream?" He says, "I told you you're coming to Charlotte." I said, "I don't want to go to Charlotte." And standing next to him was the idiot of the world, Jim Crockett. He said, "Well, I just bought this son of a bitch. You're coming to Charlotte."
So,
that's how I got to Charlotte.
what are your thoughts on Jim Crockett?
No good piece of shit.
Why is that?
He's a chicken shit, no good bastard. Thief.
Right.
A goddamn thief. Hear that, Jim?
Just from taking money from the boys, or
No, he's
payoffs?
everything.
Right.
No good son of a bitch. Sold everything down the goddamn road.
A lot of people say he tried to be like one of the boys.
He couldn't be one of the boys on his best day. He never had a heart on. He had to pay somebody to get his old lady pregnant.
Memories of teaming with Dutch Mantell and NWA Crockett.
I tell you what, when it first happened, I thought, God, this is a fiasco, because Dutch liked working all that damn Memphis bullshit,
Gaga or
it's all the Memphis,
right.
high spots, the goofy high spots and shit. And here I was, no, we got to work the way you work. And so we're in the ring one night with Bobby and Dennis. And Dutch works one of these Memphis high spots, and the place just goes crazy. I says, and I got in the ring, I grabbed the hold of Condrey, and I says, call another one of them. And from then on, I was hooked. And Dutch and I had a fantastic time as a tag team there.
What are your memories of working with the Midnight Express?
Oh, God, it was so... Jim Cornette. I owned that tennis racket, man. I had so many times. There's the indentations, Cornette, right there. All those are for you, Cornette. You little shit. And him talking about his mama all the time, talking about his mama in Louisville. Nobody ever did tell you that she was actually a $25 hooker, did they?
Not yet.
Okay. I threw that in.
What about the Horsemen? Memories of the Horsemen?
Boy, here we're going to get truthful. Arn Anderson, a great guy. Ric Flair at one time was probably one of the greatest guys in the business. Until now, Rick. God damn it, quit. Tully Blanchard, you already know my thoughts on Tully. And the other asshole, Lex Luger. Just find somewhere to go and lay down, Lex. You've always been a piece of shit. You never could work. You never could talk. You always had to have a crutch. And now you're beating up goddamn women. Boy, you're one tough, muscle-built son of a bitch, aren't you?
He had a stroke recently. I mean, he's...
Couldn't happen to a finer son of a bitch.
What about...
I hope you see Buddy.
What about Ric Flair? What are your thoughts on Rick as a worker? I mean...
Like I said, back in the day, I loved Rick. I mean, Rick took very good care of me. He helped me. Had great matches with him. But, man, when it's over, it's like Hogan, Flair, it's over, man. It's done. The 15 and 16-year-old kids don't want you no more. Hell, the 40-year-olds don't want you no more. Quit. Get a life. It's so much easier and you're so much better off. And you aren't screwing up some poor woman's life that you've lied to. And you aren't screwing your daughter's girlfriends. Get a life.
What about Puerto Rico? How did you wind up working for...
Actually, boy, we're going to go a whole gamut here. This is about a 2-hour deal if you want to go it.
Definitely.
All right.
Watch thousands of exclusive shoot interviews right now on TitleMatchNetwork.com.